Okay, for those of you who don't live in Nashville, or maybe you're new to Nashville and nobody's actually told you about it, we have this awesome thing in West Nashville called Centennial Park. It is just off of West End. It is right across from Vanderbilt University. It's a 130-acre park that has events, plenty of space to walk, play, run pets, and then we also have this thing sitting in the park. That's right, a replica of the Parthenon. I mean, how cool is that? So many people don't know that exists here, and it is an incredible thing. The park is just awesome, and I'm going to show you how you can live right around the corner for this. It's practically outside your front door. We're going to take a look at 3135 Parthenon Avenue today. I mean, Parthenon is even in the address. So we're going to take a look at this awesome home today and give you a tour so you can see how you can live right around the corner from this awesome amenity of Nashville. Okay, I'm standing right outside 3135 Parthenon Avenue, and again, this is in West Nashville, just off of West End and just across from Centennial Park, where the Parthenon is located. And just across from here, you have Centennial Dog Park, and you've got additional green space, and that is something that is just cherished when you're in a downtown environment. I mean, look at that. It's almost like a park-like setting literally across the street. So this is brand new construction. There are 2 units in the building. And again, the address is 3135 Parthenon Avenue. The building as a whole is over 8,000 square feet. Each unit is just over 4,000 square feet. And the building's essentially cut down the center, and each unit mirrors the other one. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a tour through one of them just to show you the layout. It's 4-story, just over 4,000 square feet. We have a detached 2-car garage for each unit in the back, and above each garage, you've got additional unfinished space that you can do anything you want to in regard to, storage, if you wanted to build a yoga studio or something like that. So we're going to tour all of that to show you this incredible home in West End. Okay, we've stepped just inside the front door, and look at that view. That is just awesome. And one thing you're going to find out, as we tour this, is how bright the home is as a whole. And being a general contractor myself, I can appreciate when you step in a home and you have that new home smell. It's kind of like the new car smell from construction. It is just something. And every once in a while, a couple years later, you still get a little scent of that, and it reminds you of just how new the home is. And again, this is a 4-level home. On the main level, you've got the living space, you've got dining, you've got your kitchen, elevator access to all floors, you've got a powder here. One thing you'll notice too about the windows, rather than doing large, broad windows, they've got like a slender design, which not only keeps everything bright, but actually adds a design element to the entire space. The dining table centered like that. Look at that, plenty of space for seating, navigation all around the table. Additional seating at the large island there. And you notice all of the elements are about keeping the home bright. Lighter floors are kind of the trend right now, but one of the bonuses about light flooring is that it helps keep the rooms bright. Stainless KitchenAid appliances. Got your drawer microwave there. Keeps your counter space free. Look at the hardware they selected for the cabinetry too. That is awesome. Got your waterfall island there. Goes down the sides. The trend years ago was, you had the countertop and then you had cabinet underneath. And now the current trend is waterfalling the countertop material down the side. Another thing you're seeing a lot of is the variations of brass or gold. You've got rose gold and champagne, and that just looks beautiful there. Under cabinet lighting. It's nice how they've put the vent hood. You kind of have to balance a vent hood design with the space. You can't have something that's so large it's overwhelming for the kitchen. So this balances well with the range and keeps the size from being overwhelming. Got your KitchenAid range, got your twin ovens there. And I mentioned this in a lot of videos where it's always a decision, do you put double ovens in the wall or do you put twin ovens in a range? And everybody's different on how they cook. But this is a good way to kind of strike a balance on that. Got 6 burner. Beautiful range. Not only functional, but I mean the presentation in the kitchen is just incredible. Beautiful backsplash there. And that's kind of one of those timeless designs too. I'm not sure anything is exactly timeless, but you really want a lot of longevity out of whatever design you select for a home. And when you go with something like that, you've got a lot of time on that. And then just on the back side, you've got the elevator door. Again, goes to all floors. Got an exterior porch here. This is another thing too. When you come downtown, people still want spaces where they can relax, kind of just unwind for the day. So this one has several spots. This is the deck on the main level, and it's overlooking the detached garage. Now keep in mind, as we look at that building, that accommodates both garages and both spare spaces above for both these units in the building. So for this particular unit that I'm in now, which is the B unit, this right half would go with this unit. So you've got plenty of square footage above that's unfinished, and then you've got your 2-car garage below. And look at that, quick and easy access to the unit. It's not far away, so when you're bringing in groceries or anything, you've got really good access. Another thing, speaking of that access, as you come in on the basement level, I'm just rotating around to the porch where we were, your elevator stacks in the rear of the home there. So you're immediately coming out to the kitchen area. So if you are bringing in anything such as groceries, you've got instant access straight from the elevator to the kitchen. Really well thought out design. Your dishwasher in the island. And it's nice too that they coordinated the gray cabinet color with the wood grain in the island. Gives a really good contrast. Kind of a shot back toward the front door. Again, look how bright it is in here. And bright contributes to mood. It really does in every home. Got a large pantry over there. Staircase leading up to the 2nd level. Got a powder on the right just as we make the corner, so guests have easy access. Nice flooring leads in. Got a floating vanity. Got your gold fixture. So as we exit the powder, you have the staircase leading up to the 2nd level. So we've just come up the stairs to the 2nd level, and look at the design of the railing. You look at this and it not only has, an urban or kind of contemporary design to it, but the fact that it's not a solid wall contributes to also keeping the spaces bright. You wouldn't believe how many different elements contribute to that. First bedroom on the right. Awesome windows. Got your ceiling fan, got your recessed lighting already in place. Let's just capture the view straight across the street. See, that's awesome. Continue down the hallway. right side, we have a mechanical closet, houses some of the HVAC. On the left, you've got places for laundry. So we're going into the primary bedroom, and this is on the second level. Got your recessed lighting in place. And I point out recessed lighting because you'd be amazed how many homes you might go into. They might be new or they might be existing, but they may not have recessed lighting in place. And most home showings are in the daytime. So some people can be caught by surprise a little bit when they realize how little light is installed in a home the first time they see it in the dark. So they've done an awesome job here. Got your barn door, coordinating with the light floor. Nice thing about barn doors, they're virtually an exterior wall pocket door. So instead of putting the door in the wall, which does consume some space and sometimes can be prohibited based on how your studs are in the wall, what it does is it not only adds a design element, but it also prevents a door swing. So in this example, if you had a door here, the door is either going to swing in or outward, and it creates that arc pattern where you virtually can't use the space. So pocket doors and barn doors help eliminate that and make a more efficient use of your space. Love those tiles. Look at that. That's like 24 by 36, something like that. Works great in here. Like that, they've got the plumbing fixtures coming out of the wall instead of the countertop. That's a really cool design. Sizable shower, bench, got your niches in there. Beautiful. Go straight into the walk-in closet. Got your mirror already installed. Built-in shelving. And good diverse collection too. Look at that, you've got hanging, you've got the cubbies. Those can be used for shirts, shoes, anything you like. Nice sizable closet. And it's actually wood and built in too, as opposed to any wire racks. Really nice. And it's convenient being located right here too. So when you're getting ready either in the morning for work or going out on the town, right there next to your primary bathroom. Love that cabinet, that vanity. And then again with your shower. Got your spray head, multi-valve. Beautiful. Got your water closet on the right there. Elevator access right here. And again, as I pan around, look how bright the room is. And I usually like to point out light levels a lot because, like I said, most people don't view homes at night. And when we, working in the industry, get to see a lot of homes at night, just for various, check-ins, inspections, and things like that. So when we see something bright, it kind of jumps out at us. All right, so we're going to take this staircase up to the third level. So we've just come up and you'll see all the railing stays consistent and follows through. Makes the space look bigger and definitely brighter, and the design element aspect of it. Similar to the previous level, we've got a bedroom first thing on the right as we come up. Big and bright. Large closet here to the left. Recessed lighting already in place. And you'll notice right behind the door here, you'll see a pocket door. Now, that's actually two doors we've got here, so let me clarify. We've got the pocket door there because right behind there is a full bath, and that's going to be shared with this bedroom and with any common space. So we're going to dip back out here in the hallway and I'll show you the other side. So right around the corner, we have this full bath, And right behind this door is the pocket door, so you can access the bathroom multiple ways. Got your cabinet stack here. And they've done a good job at, mixing the hardware designs a little bit too, and the finishes. That always keeps a home interesting. Got your Edison bulbs flanking the mirror there. Got your vertical stack tile. Deep tub too. See, sometimes it's those little details. And if you don't tour a lot of homes, a lot of times you don't, recognize those details. But sometimes you'll have a steel or a ceramic tub that are kind of short, and this one's a really nice deep, almost like a soaker tub. Definitely a good addition. So we're back into the hallway, moving toward the rear of the home. Elevator is right there at the far end of the hall. And again, that's a stack on the back of the home. It's got another bedroom. Good size vanity. Look at all that space. And whether you're somebody who leaves their ready stuff out, the blow dryer, curling iron, makeup, or shavers, or whatever all of us tend to use, whether you're somebody who leaves it out or puts it away, either one, it's good to have the space for when you need it. So that is a great vanity right there. Good tile selection on the glass shower. Got the niches already in there. So then just off to the right, you've got a walk-in closet. Look how bright that is. Built-in hanging on this side. And then just on the other side of the door, plenty of shelving. And with this design too, up against this wall here, you could also put either a bench for getting ready, putting shoes on, or you could even do some kind of low level storage there too. As we exit back into the bathroom, you got another cubby stack there for storage. Note that we have a pocket door here leading to this bathroom, which again saves the door swing, because if we just look at this layout, most of the time doors swing inward to a bathroom. So see, if we had that door swinging inward, it would come in and either block this area or it would block that area, because doors have to swing somewhere, right? Well, on this wall, we've got the light switches, and sometimes there's not a good way to relocate those. And on this side, if we would have swung the door that way, see, we would have lost the potential for storage. So sometimes those pocket doors are the way to go a lot of times. Okay, so we're on the back side of the home, secondary bedroom. We're jumping up one more staircase. Okay, we've come up this level and we are going outside this time. That's right, this home has rooftop and it is incredible. As we step out, look at this. This is awesome. Tell me you wouldn't be sitting here in the evenings and on the weekends. Look at that. Off in the distance, you've got Vanderbilt University. This direction would be downtown toward Broadway, 2nd Avenue area. I'll just give you a pan here. This direction is panning more toward 440. We're starting to pan west. Just incredible views up here. And look at the space. You can probably already imagine furniture up here. Got your Edison bulb party lights going on. So we're moving toward the front of the home. And this is the park area that I previously showed you in the video. And as we pan right, Centennial Park with the Parthenon is just straight down at the end of the street. So it is right out your door. This is incredible. Because for urban living, you are looking for places to relax and still call your own, and this is definitely one of those. Okay, we've just come in from the rooftop. We're going to go downstairs all the way to the main level, and I'm going to take you down and show you the basement. Okay, we are back on the main level, and right inside the front door, just to give you some reference, there is an entrance to the basement. It doesn't have a door in case you want to close that off at all, but just for reference, I want to show you the location of that. And we're going to go check out this incredible basement. So just coming down the staircase from the front door area, you're going to find there is just an incredible space down here. It's almost like a suite you could build down here. You've got all this space, you've got built-in closets, you've got your utility room, you've got a living space, full bath. The finishes from upstairs are followed through, so you're going to see the same type of trim, paint, flooring. Look at that. They did an incredible job on selecting the vanities and hardware, countertops. Got your shower finishes. So they're spot on. Look at the flooring. And it opens up. Look at that. Got an exterior door, goes to the elevator out there. And again, they carried the window design. See how they use the slim windows and just more of them? And look how deep they are. It's just a really, really nice design element. Got a wet bar type area. You got a storage closet. Fantastic design, and all of this is in the basement. So this is one of the homes, it just keeps going and going. And you know, sometimes when people come to town and they want to live in an urban environment, they always think downsizing, it's going to be small. And this is not. Again, it's over 4,100 square feet. You've got the detached garage that we're about to go look at. You've got an elevator to all floors. And it's right around the corner from Centennial Park. Okay, so let's go check out this detached garage. Okay, so upstairs I was talking about the covered porch area up there. That's on the main level. And then you also have this covered space on the basement level. So see, you've got plenty of options to relax outside. And you've got concrete sidewalk. It's just a short distance, leads you to the 2-car garage. Let's dip into the garage first and I'll show you what's above the garage. So as we enter, you just have just a couple steps down, which is super convenient. And look at that. 2-car garage detached right here in downtown Nashville. Look at that. And coming downtown, a lot of times, storage is something that just can't be found. And so to have this, and I mean, you're just going to be amazed at when I show you what's above it. And again, this detached structure serves both units. So A will have one half with a 2-car garage and the storage above, and then unit B will have a 2-car garage with the storage above that one. So let's go take a look at the awesome space above. So we've just come out of the garage. We're just going to go up these few steps to the space right above. So here you've got the exterior, you've got the porches, sidewalk that leads to the detached building, up a few stairs, and look is what is inside here. This is awesome. This is the full space over a 2-car garage up here. Already have windows in place similar to the home. So whether you want this for storage, you want to build a studio, I mean, you've got plenty of options in here. This is incredible. The fact that they put this type of window in it is amazing. So if you wanted to come in and finish it out, I mean, you are so far ahead already. And it's just steps from the home. Look at that. Just right off the back. And get a shot of that rooftop up. That's a great space up there. So we're just standing right in front of the detached garage right now. Got a small lawn space out here. And again, we're looking at the rear portion for both units here. So I've just come inside this exterior door. You have elevator access there, and then you have the door here that accesses the basement level. So we will return to the main level. And just another pan of the main living space. Leading right to the kitchen. Well, I hope that gave you a really good idea of what 3135 Parthenon Avenue is all about. It's more than a highlight reel. I hope you sat through it all. We're able to kind of get an orientation feel of how the rooms work together. Because as awesome as still pictures are, you know, sometimes it's good to see a video just so you kind of see how things connect. So this home is incredible. It's just off of the West End area. It's right around the corner from Centennial Park where the Parthenon is. So if I can answer any questions for you about it, please let me know. If I can show it to you in person, I'm more than happy to set up an appointment for that as well. And if I can answer any questions about real estate in general, please reach out. Again, my name is Shaun Larson, a real estate broker here in Middle Tennessee, as well as the 30A Florida market. I hope you have a fantastic day.